Okay, so I'm ready to grout my piece, and I've got some Arctic white sanded grout that I bought from Home Depot, and I've got some deep coral acrylic craft paint that I'm going to tint my grout with to make it a little watermelon-y color. And so this is my first time doing this, so let's see how we do. I know we don't need a whole lot of water. I've got my spray bottle here. And we want to get it to the consistency of mashed potatoes. I also have a stir stick. And I'm going to pour a little bit of water in here. And I'm not quite certain how much it's going to take. And I want to pour some of this in here. I know it's going to be a little lighter because it will lighten up because of the white grout. But put a little more of the color in. So I decided I want to shift my color just a tiny bit to a little more on the orangey side because my glass has a little bit more of an orangey color in it. So I put a little orange in here. So we'll see how this comes out. Yeah, I think that's a little better. As far as the color goes with the glass, I just shifted it to a little bit more of an orangey tinge rather than the pink. Okay, so I got plenty of grout here. There's more than enough here for this little piece. It's not going to take a lot of grout at all, but this should work. Okay. In the garbage, and I took a little kitchen sponge and I cut it into a couple little pieces. So I need one piece so that I can push it into and then the other piece will help to clean it off. Then I also have some heavy duty throwaway disposable latex gloves that I'm going to put on to protect my hands, and also I have to be careful about glass shards. I don't want to get caught on any of the little glass pieces that might be sticking out, which I'll take care of afterwards. The other thing I do want to do is I want to tape my edges with my frog tape to protect them from the grout. So put a little bit of tape down. It takes care of that side. And then I want to cover my painted edge. Protect like that. To some degree. And I'm leaving the glass exposed because I want some grout to get in there. So try not to cover up the edges of the grout of the glass. That's good. And then just to protect the back, so I don't want grout to get all over it, I'm going to put some tape down. And make sure it's stuck well. Okay, we're ready to go. So I have my little sponge and I'm going to start applying this, pushing it into the grouted lines. I want it to go in between all the little pieces on the ends. I feel like a little kid playing in a sandbox. Okay, so I waited about 10 minutes to let this get a little bit harder. And I'm going to put my gloves back on. Protect my hands. And I'm just going to take paper towels and start wiping some of this off without cutting myself. And make sure there's no shards sticking up and going to get me. So I probably should have put something down, which maybe I'll do first, because otherwise it's going to make a mess. So let's wipe some of this off gently. Really, the idea for now is just to get the most, most of the grout off, and trying not to take it out of the edges and out of the grooves. I'm just roughly going over my edges, not trying to take it out of the edges. Just letting the paper towel slide gently across it. Get it out of my little ladybug. And just trying to get most of it off. See, like right there's like a bunch on it. Okay. So it's been grouted, hasn't been cleaned up yet, and the rest of it I'm going to let dry for a while, and then we'll buff it out and take the tape off. I may even take the tape off now so we don't have a problem with it sticking to it later. So that didn't make too much of a mess on me. I don't know, maybe I'll leave it for a little bit. It's a little wet. I'm going to let it sit for another 10-20 minutes, and then I'll take the tape off. See you in a little bit. Okay, so I let this dry for about a half an hour, and I'm taking my little spongy thing here, and I'm dipping it in the water, and I'm taking all the water out of it. So now I want to go across the glass, and I'm trying to remove just the stuff on the glass pieces. And I don't want to take it out of the centers. Rinsing it out. Don't want to take it out of the ridges. So what I'm doing is I'm actually taking the film off the top. There's going to still be a film till it's completely dry, but I'm taking most of the rest of the grout off of the glass, and I'm smoothing out the grout between the glass. Being careful not to lift the grout out of the glass. You know, out of between the glass. So I'm not going in the same direction as the grout lines. I'm going across them. So that's my edge. Now I still have to paint this edge, and I'm probably going to do something about the edges here. I might change just give it a little bit of paint on the edges. I have to let the grout dry completely. And that's pretty much it for now, and then I'll come back and show you how I finished the back, which take off a little bit of grout. Make sure that's not on there. And just let this dry. And then we have to buff it out and check for shards to make sure that we don't have anything sticking up that anyone would get cut on. And that's it. I grouted it. So that's my first piece grouted. Okay, I'll be back.